The Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 26-25 to win their second straight thrilling game against an AFC North opponent, but in the process, their star running back suffered an injury. Isiah Pacheco was active for most of the Chiefs' victory, but late in the game he seemed to have a leg injury after being surrounded by 3 Bengal defenders. Pacheco departed from the match and did not come back. Given that the injury happened late in the game, the Chiefs did not release an in-game update on his health. Nonetheless, he was seen using crutches and a walking boot after the game. Pacheco will now be out for a while due to a leg injury. The following details are known about Pacheco's injury. Travis Kelce: does the Chiefs tight end perform better when Taylor Swift is in attendance? NFL Stats Central: up-to-date NFL schedules, stats, odds, and more. Update on Isiah Pacheco's injury. Ian Rappaport of NFL Network reports that Pacheco broke his fibula and would miss real time. Further details will be available to determine the degree and associated damage. According to ESPN, Pacheco is anticipated to go on injured reserve, which means he may miss up to 4 games in addition to the minimum. During a 1st and 10 rush up the middle for a 1-yard gain in the 4th quarter, Pacheco was injured just after the 2-minute warning. During the play, he was attacked from behind by 3 Bengals players who swiftly encircled him and bent him back. After being hurt, Pacheco did not go back to the field. Pacheco stayed on the sidelines as the Chiefs completed their game-winning drive with a rotation of Samaje Perine and Carson Steele. Following the game, Andy Reid, the coach of the Chiefs, said that Pacheco had sustained an ankle injury. According to Jesse Newell of the Kansas City Star, the running back was emotional in the locker room, but was still able to move on his own. But according to ESPN's Jeff Darlington, Pacheco was seen exiting the stadium with walking boots and crutches. Who is the Chiefs' backup to Isiah Pacheco? Carson Steele and Samaje Perine are the Chiefs' 2 running backs on their 53-man roster, behind Pacheco. While Steele, an undrafted rookie, has played fullback for the club and handled some between-the-tackles work, Perine, an 8-year veteran, has served as Pacheco's main backup. In the event that Pacheco misses time due to an injury, Perine would probably handle the majority of the Chiefs' passing down duties, with a more evenly distributed workload in the between-the-tackles area. It's important to remember that in Week 2's game against the Bengals, Steele carried the ball 7 times and gained 19 yards, while Perine's single touch was on a 3-yard grab. Ankle injury claims another elite wide receiver for the Rams, Cooper Kupp. Isaac Pacheco's stats. Against the Bengals in Week 2, Pacheco had a successful game. He gained 90 yards on 19 runs and 25 yards on 5 receptions. The majority of his carries resulted in positive yardage, although his biggest play was a 13-yard catch. Pacheco's running yardage from the Chiefs' season opener was doubled, since he only managed 45 yards on 15 runs during that game. During that game, he did score on the ground, his only touchdown of the 2024 campaign so far. During the previous season, Pacheco rushed for 935 yards and 7 touchdowns on 205 carries. Every grade was a career milestone.